Let's talk about you winning. Wins are one of the most powerful secrets to rapidly and quickly boosting confidence. In fact, I want to share this short video because I'm about to walk over here to my little recording area in my office and be recording the audio for my new book, which will be coming out, the goal is March 2020. It's called 100 Wins in 100 Days, How to Supercharge Your Confidence in Just 30 Seconds Per Day, where I share a really fun game that you can play for just 30 seconds a day to radically increase your capacity to feel wins. And it's so simple, and yet it's the simple things done repeatedly that can transform our lives. So there's kind of different ways to get confidence, right? One is to notice the patterns you're doing that suck and stop doing them. So if you notice like, wow, I'm really hard on myself and I call myself a loser all the time, I call that firing your toxic coach. And you can find out about all that in a free ebook called 5 Steps to Unleash Your Inner Confidence. That's at my website, draziz.com, draziz.com. You can go there and get that book for free. But that's the first step in the 5 steps, is fire your toxic coach. Because if you're telling yourself you're a loser all the time, or more subtle stuff like that, like what's wrong with me, and oh, I'm a mess up, or oh, no one's gonna like me, it's gonna be really hard to have confidence. So we can basically, there's 2 ways to get confidence, right? Stop the bad, stop the patterns that are draining your confidence. And I teach a lot around that in Not Nice and The Solution to Social Anxiety and all those books. But this new book I love because it's not about stopping the bad, it's about strengthening the good. And there's one pattern that I've seen that's so essential for building confidence, which is to be able to see your wins and give yourself credit for it. So what makes something a win? Well, what makes it a win is anything that you can bring attention to that feels like it's useful or positive or helpful. So, maybe something going well is a win. Something going the way that you want is a win. Maybe you taking an action that you've been avoiding for a little while is a win. Regardless of whether the outcome is what you want or not, the fact that you took action. Like just the other day, in one of my group programs, a guy talked about how he walked across this building. He's in university. He walked across these buildings to, there's these women he'd interacted with, and he went and asked one of them out. And he's like, afterward, he left her a note, I think is what he did. And afterwards, he's like, oh God, I was kicking myself. Like, I don't know if I did it. I shouldn't have done that. And I was like, well, it doesn't really matter what she says, if she says yes or no. What matters is you're the kind of guy who can walk over to someone you're attracted to and ask them out. Just like it doesn't matter if you speak up at work and it goes well or not, you're the kind of person who can speak up at work. If you just do that consistently, you'll have more confidence than you know what to do with in your life. So it's the same thing when it comes to focusing on our wins. We got to give ourselves credit for the actions, give ourselves credit for our wins. So there's so much more I'm going to be sharing, especially as we get closer to the release of this book. Right now I'm going to get to recording, but do yourself a favor and start to catalog your wins. Start to notice, can you notice a win from today and give yourself credit for it? That'll go a surprising distance in terms of boosting your confidence, and it's fun and delightful. So until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.